close this up. Oh, hope you're all well. Sorry for the little delay tonight. I had to wait for my wife to come home. So, just wait for a few people to come in. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks very much for joining. Just wait for a few people to come in, yeah. YouTube is a bit of a pain in the backside, so we've got one viewer. Thanks very much for joining, Mr. Viewer. Let's just see who's in there, shall we? Welcome to the chat. Right, how are you doing? Thanks for joining, brother. How are you, mate? Are you okay? Can you hear me okay? I haven't got my earbuds in a second. 4 people in. How are you doing, buddy? I'm good, thank you. You? Well, obviously, thanks very much for joining the live stream, guys. I do apologise for being slightly late. And if you can share the stream out amongst people, that'd be absolutely awesome. Sleek Hobbies, how you doing? Thanks for joining. I'm going to set up my iPad a second, get that on so I can read the comments a little bit better. I think that's probably One Punch, how are you doing? That'd be great if you could stay. I'm going to try and actually let's put the iPad there. How is everyone today? If you can share this out, guys, it'd be absolutely amazing. Putting the kids to bed. Well, I know that feeling. I've just had to wait now. Reason why the live stream was slightly late was because of I had to wait for my wife to come home before I could actually come online. Doing pretty good off work, getting ready to work on the Vigilante and differentials. Nice. Bit of a pain in the backside, actually, the Vigilante, to be honest with you, to get those diffs out. You've got the little pins. I think it's like a 0.13. So let's just have a look. Comments, because to be honest with you, trying to read it off there sometimes is quite hard work. Right. Custom Culture, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Let's just turn the volume down on this, shall we? Because otherwise I'm going to hear myself. Right, I can see the chat. Mr. Robbie Bain, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Oh, right. Do I know Hindu? No, I don't, I'm afraid. No, I don't. So how is everyone today? Hi and goodbye. Because I'm out having food. So, Mr. Manning, hope you're well. Thank you. So how is everyone? So the plan is tonight is just to have a chat with you guys. We'll possibly look at some stuff that's been sent. And yeah, just chill out, really. Don't worry, bro. I'll teach you Hindu. Okay, thanks for that. I appreciate it. Good, you're making some space for RC shelves, more RCs. Which ones you getting, Rhett? What are you actually adding to your collection? Robbie Bernard, hello. I'm new to your channel. Thanks for joining, Robbie. Hope you enjoy the channel. Plenty here to see and have a look through. There's loads of videos on the channel, so I do appreciate you coming on board. Thank you very, very much for coming along. So yeah, today the idea is I am from India. Say namaste, Jai Shri Ram. I'm from India. Say namaste and Jai Shri Ram. Beyond RC, thank you very much for joining. Big Gaz, I'm a fanboy. Hey, how you doing, bud? Thanks for joining. So, yeah, it's been... I wasn't on last week, was I? Guys, if you can share this out amongst your socials and, you know, Facebook groups and stuff like that, would be absolutely amazing. Let's get more people on board. More people we get on board, the busier it's going to be, and the longer the chat will stay. I've been working on Big Red behind me. That's ready to rock and roll. Ram is over Indian. God bless you. Thank you. Yeah, so been working on Big Red. I've done the differentials. What else have I done? Differentials. To be honest with you, the differentials on it were absolutely horrid. So obviously, as you know, I picked that up secondhand, and yeah, the diffs weren't good at all. In fact, the center diff was basically like jelly. It was horrid. Working outside, taking a quick break. Wanted to say hi to everyone. Hungry Bird, thanks for joining me. Got an SST thanks to your Craig's Crash and Bash vids. Wanted one for a couple of years. Well, you won't go far wrong with the SST, that's for sure. I have actually got another car coming to the channel, guys, as well. So watch out for that. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because I want this one to be a bit of a surprise. It's not what you're thinking. A lot of you won't get this at all. The guys who do know, please don't tell them in the comments. But we'll play a game later of Guess the New Car, I think. And then, yeah. Hungry Bird is 2:40 in the morning. Wow. What's the plan with Big Red? Well, to be honest with you, now, not a lot. Other than run it. I am possibly thinking about the Scorch motor mount for it. Yeah, the idea was essentially just to go through the truck. I haven't actually done a video on this yet, but oh Christ, it's a big truck, this one, mate. Let's turn the camera. There you go. You can probably see it a little bit better now. Desi, hello, how are you doing? Hi. SST for the money is brilliant, absolutely awesome. So the idea was really with this was when I bought it, it was secondhand. There was tons of upgrades on there, and I haven't actually done the kind of reveal video with this of what it is, but it was absolutely amazing condition. Look, all the chassis nice and clean, no marks at all. And there's a bunch of upgrades that was just been added onto the car. So all it really needed, more than anything, was a bit of tuning, a bit of putting right. So 20 million went in the center, 1 million went in the front, and 500k went in the rear. Added some screws, done some alignment on the wheels and stuff, but she's a big old girl, that's for sure, and really heavy. Really, really heavy. Let's have a look. Comments. Deserve all the coverage, definitely. Definitely. Guess. Hi, new sub. Thank you very much for joining. Hi, buddy. Gone to RC Cars. Got 3 Kyosho DRX VE 1.9 scale running on 4-cell battery and a Kyosho DRX Nitro 1.9 scale. Hard to find rims and tires. My childhood truck. Which one's that? Guest. Craig's Crash and Bash, how are you doing? Thanks for joining, brother. Omi, evening, Chris. Hello, everyone. Working on my felony tonight, as I still haven't run it yet. Hoping to get out with it tomorrow. Amazing. But she's a beauty, this one. Absolutely big old piece of kit. Clean as they come. But yeah, I'm very, very much looking forward to showing you guys in an upcoming video as well. So, Big Red. I think that's what one name I stuck with. Because she is big and she is red. Very original. Sorry, Ken Block Nitro was amazing. Your car collection is stunning. Thank you very much, my friend. There's a few more that I need to collect, as Robbie would say. Got to catch them all. But I enjoy the research and going to look for the trucks to find. I just enjoy the whole hobby, but I do a lot of research, you know, kind of reading into the vehicles, watching other people's reviews, and making my own mind up on what I want to show on the channel, what I want to actually bring for me to enjoy, rather than, you know, just basically reviewing any old nonsense. And I'm not saying that there's guys out, well, there are guys out there who'll review anything, but there's a couple of few good guys, you know, Ricky, for example, is one of them, that will give an honest opinion, and I want to be able to kind of keep my conscience clear. So yeah, if I have to buy secondhand cars, because that is what I want, that is what I'll do. Let's have a look. Can't wait for a 1/6 scale on-road car from Rallo. No, being straight with the one punch Matt, I'm very excited for. I'm hoping it's going to be more of a kind of, should we call it like a road basher rather than a dedicated speed run car. Jose De Silva, what's up, Chris? Just got with a bash session with the Punisher 4. Punisher 4. I've got the plans with that one as well, guys. I'll tell you in a second. Or a Ferrari RC. Do you like the Rovan RF5 rally car? Yes, I do. I would love one. I mean, funny enough, I've been looking at the King Moto or the King Motor KM. What was it, the C3 WRC rally car, and then obviously that's escalated on looking at Rovans. But yeah, awesome pieces of kit. And I think at some point I would like to try out that King Motor. Definitely would like to try that out. Outcast 8 Dash. Yes, buddy, sure is. Guys, I saw your video on the Punisher 4 and put a 17 tooth and it ran like a champ. Temps were low. Yeah, it wasn't actually that bad, was it? Yeah, to be honest with you, I found it quite reasonable. Would I like to add a fan to it? Probably. Well, definitely I'd like to add a fan to it. But other than that, I mean, for a shakedown run, I didn't really push it beyond its limits. You know, it wasn't kind of bashed hard, I would say, but it was more of a shakedown run, and it went really, really well. So I think a little bit more tuning. I want to loosen up the shocks a little bit, just for my own personal driving. Wouldn't mind trying a different set of tires. And I've got an upcoming video on this, guys. That for there is the Skeeter motor mount. Now, as I mentioned in the video, about the adjustable gearing and everything, that there will fit directly into the Punisher 4. So yeah, I'm gonna do a video on this, guys, because I purchased this off SBRC on eBay. It's a full kit for, you can see, full kit for a Skeeter motor mount, but that will actually give you, instead of just sticking with the 13, 15 and 17 tooth pinions, you can then basically use whatever you want, you know, knock yourself out. You could maybe go, I don't know, like a 46 tooth spur, and up the gear size, you know, really kind of get it going. Or if you wanted to run it on 6S, you know, there's tons you could do. Adjustable motor mount, it's not just to adjust. You know, it then gives you an opportunity to kind of fine tune the truck the way you want to. Yeah, gearing. I don't think out of the box really a 17 tooth is a bad thing. 15 tooth probably will be where a lot of people will be happy with that truck. Me personally, I like to mess about with gearing a lot. I put an adjustable motor mount in the Synchro, and that was out the Spark. And what I then did, because I had the adjustable gearing, I then added my own motor to it, a 4268 2500 kV surpass motor. And fair shout, it ran like an absolute champ. I have gone back to the stock motor now because I've repurposed the motor in something else. But there's the same plan with this. I've got loads to do with that truck, with the Punisher. You know, that's not going to be the last time you see of it. So, right. Panside RC, thanks for joining. Richard Blundell, yes. I would definitely, Rich, if you're referring back to the Rover, I definitely would love to see me eventually get something like that on the channel, 110%. Do you know if the Punisher 4 will wing fit? I don't know. The wing probably will, yeah. The wing definitely will. Because the spacing between the actual, where the wing is, hang on, let me grab a car. So that space in there is a standard size. So that, you know, if you're looking at it from the this flexible, yeah, I can't see any reason why not. Obviously, it'll just say Punisher on the side. I did see today, funny enough, there was a poster on one of the Crowley pages about an M-Line 6S Punisher. Guys, if you didn't know, there is a company out there that actually produces 6S Punishers now based on the Kagama. Where be to? Do you just have RC cars? Yeah, mainly. Yeah, mainly, to be honest with you. I would like to try some other different RCs out eventually, I think. Maybe like, I don't know, like a drone, or maybe any, you know, FPV drone, something like that. But for the moment, mainly RC cars, trucks, crawlers, that sort of thing. You know, that's I've always been into them. So, what's next for the Punisher? To be honest, Rick, change of motor mount, motor, possibly a change of motor at some point. I have got some 4S backflips down there, which I can probably put on today, which I'll buy. But so I have got some 4S backflips I can put on. So that would probably be a good option. Like I noticed you did that on your video. So they don't look like I have an issue either, to be honest with you. Or the other option I was going to go with was put the 4S backflips and then actually use. I've got Red Cat Kaiju tires there. They would fit absolutely amazing straight onto the Punisher. So that was my plan, was to put the backflips onto the MT410 and then yeah, backflips onto the MT410 and then use the Red Cat Kaiju tires on the Punisher. Let's have a look. Hey, Alid, thanks for joining. Thanks very much for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys. Guys, if you're in the chat as well, please put a like on the live stream. It lets the algorithm know that obviously it's a good place to be, and that actually gets passed out to other people then. So yeah, if you could, that'd be amazing. Go gaming, because I'm building an RC boat. Do you have any tips? Oh, not really. I can't actually comment on RC boats. I'm not going to pretend I know, because I don't. Bit cliche. Don't sink it. Sorry, buddy. No, I don't. To be fair. Do you have any rally car builds? Right. So I've got 2 rally cars there, and I am thinking about doing a Tamiya XV02 build on the channel. But on the other hand, I have got a little plan as well, where I'm thinking about so Techno SCT 410, the 2.0. Essentially, it's a buggy chassis, as you guys know. It's got the same size arms and everything. I was talking to Andrew Casey, the mad scientist. Some of you guys probably seen him on my videos, and I reckon I could probably turn a SET 410 2.0 into a rally car. Now that would be interesting. Alid, tell us a joke. Alid, please don't tell us a joke. You're okay. I'm good, thanks very much. Here we go. Oh my god. Right, got to give Nitro Blast definitely 110%. I would like to give Nitro Blast. Pete Nova, all good. And fifth scale. No, your fifth scale, Ricky. Fair shout was really, really nice. We were talking about that when obviously I watched your video, and that is definitely something I could see myself doing as well, because 2 strokes, yeah, a lot easier to tune than Nitro. All good, mate. Have fun. Keep up with the good work. Thank you very much, Ghoul. Thank you very much. Why change things on a car if you're out the bot is it's a good platform. It does what you want. Sorry, why change things on a car if out the boot? To be honest with you, it's more to do with fine tuning for driving. So everyone has a different style of driving, don't they? Some people are like fully throttle, flat out all the time. It's literally just down to tuning, and for me personally, for example, like I've had loads of people asking me about upgrades and stuff. Why do I upgrade everything? Well, it's quite simple. I like to eliminate any issues before they actually happen. Again, as I mentioned just now in the stream, what I tend to do is a lot of research on my cars. And when I say a lot, guys, my brain activity is absolutely crazy. Even on the nights off where I don't do anything for the channel, a lot of my friends will tell you I am constantly on the go, and that's all to do with my OCD. And so I'm constantly researching, constantly thinking, constantly looking at ideas, and just keeping my brain active, where I can sit down and chill and actually, let's say, look through my iPad and still kind of enjoy my night a little bit rather than just drive myself nuts. So what I then tend to do is look at the cars I have or ones that I've got coming, try to think about the way I drive, or even when I'm out driving, if I find an issue with a car, I'll then, instead of maybe replacing it with parts, stock parts, I'll then go and look at upgrades, or I'll look at maybe changing a gearing or diff oils or something like that, just to kind of really kind of hone in the way I like my cars. Ali, do you rather night the new RC? He said, I have new armor. I bet that's taken you a while to come up with that bit, didn't it? Hulk Smash. God bless you and God bless your channel. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Sounds like an interesting project, Chris. Techno stuff is really, really good. Yes. I think that could really... Well, put it this way, the MT410, that's a 110 scale, and that drove epic, really, really epic. It was just a fun car straight out of the box to drive, and it kind of opened my eyes a little bit to techno. As you know, I kind of went backwards in some ways. I started off with the 2.0. Then Johnny, my friend, actually gave me the OG, and love that truck. Really, really love that truck. But I knew straight away that the driving experience was something completely different to the other stuff I've driven. Is more race orientated straight off, and you can feel the car is just positive, not wallowy, not heavy, light, nimble, fast, and goes out. And you get the same feeling from something like a Team Associated. Any of the race kits are all going to have that same sort of feel. It's a totally different driving experience. And if you've done racing in the past, you kind of understand where I'm coming from, or maybe you've tried out some of the race kits. They're just epic. Changing direction quickly and feeling positive. So I think from a perspective of a rally car, that's what a rally car does. It changes directions, easy to control in real life now. So I think that would actually make a cool little project to make a 1/8 scale out of a short course truck. Why not? Why not? Hey, anything's possible. Hey, greetings from Germany. Joel, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Thinking about Traxxas 1/18 high trail. Started the hobby yesterday with my kids. Nice, good time, especially when you got children. I think that's absolutely epic. That obviously you and your kids are kind of getting together to do the hobby. I used to do a lot of it with my daughter, but unfortunately she's kind of grown up now, and she's changed her plans and what she likes to do, and yeah, it's just a shame, really, to be honest with you. But I would love, obviously, maybe in time to further on, she might want to come back out with me, or maybe my sons. But yeah, you have some fun if you and you're in the right place. Thank you very much for jumping on as well. Great chat, and again, you're great for the RC world. So keep going, and look forward to more from you. Thank you very much, Kev. I really do appreciate it. Oh, right, Ricky. I wish you'd never asked that question. I don't know. Sorry. So I'll come back to you in a sec. Let me answer Boom Shakalak. Got my Sledge V1 tires. Lasted 3 runs. So bought belted. No wonder it was on sale. I didn't have an issue with mine. I'll be straight with you. Can I ask you a quick question, Boom? Did you plug the holes because they're vented from the rim and not the wheel? What I did with my sledge is I got a little bit of Gorilla Tape and just laid it over the vent holes. So have you got some water in your tires? Was that a reason? Because what will happen, that water will stay in the tires, got nowhere to go. And when you drive in, centrifugal force will make the wheel expand, and then boom, gone. Or you might have clipped it on a rock, or right, bouncing back to Ricky from Beyond RC, Outcast 8S or X-Maxx. Now, to be honest, Rick, as you know, I absolutely love that. I love the X-Maxx. Awesome truck. I haven't had a lot of wheel time with it, but I really like how that drives. As for the Outcast, I haven't actually driven that yet. So for me, first impressions is going to be the X-Maxx, obviously. They're two different trucks, totally two different trucks. I think, to be honest, just looking at it, I think probably, I don't know. I think looking at it, at this present time, I'm very fond of the X-Maxx. The shiny bits on the Outcast is absolutely epic. It's a really nice looking truck, and Armour does a great job with the bodies. As you know, the Outcast and the Notorious are one of my favorite bodies, full stop. I just like that old kind of pickup truck. I have noticed that is exceptionally heavy compared to the X-Maxx. So I think the X-Maxx will end up being more for kind of jumps and stunts and that sort of thing. Whereas the Outcast will, I don't know, that will probably be more for kind of natural jumps and sand bashing, fast floor, that sort of thing, because of the weight of the vehicle. Whereas the X-Maxx, okay, I feel like it kind of chucked that about not an issue. But it's early days. I can't comment too much on the Outcast because I've not put enough wheel time behind it. Let's have a look. Joel Andre, nice to meet you. I have 3 kids, and they're all laughing about some moments when the car jumps or something. Nice. My dog, hi. Can you show me an RC car? Just did. There's plenty of them. Look, tons of behind. There you go. Tons of RC cars. Which one would you like to look at? Yeah, I probably did. How much is it? Well, it all depends on what sort of car you going for, to be honest with you. Look, are you looking for your first car, or is there something that you're interested in, my dog? Tiana, my favorite YouTube follower. Hi, and I've got merch. Thanks for joining. Beyond RC, totally understand. Good answers. To be honest, Rick, it's a really, really hard one, because they're kind of on the same level at the moment. Whereas the X-Maxx obviously is the ultimate edition. I've done a few bits to that. So that drives. And one thing I will say, and I'll be surprised with the Outcast, is that came straight away with me. The X-Maxx is very easy to drive despite its size. That was really, it kind of lulls you into a false sense of security, because you can be flying down a straight, go to turn, and because of the big like whaley suspension, the thing will flip over. But on the other hand, I still had a lot of fun chasing Rob around with his XRT. Whereas the Outcast, I'm thinking I'm going to be more aware of its weight. You know, to try. I think Old Dusty, where I go, is going to be interesting to see how the car runs up there. Because I don't know, I've watched tons of videos. It's got all the right stuff on there. It's got, you know, scorch parts all over it, and plenty of GPM upgrades. But it is a heavy truck, so I'm gonna have to get used to the weight of that vehicle. What's your favorite RC car and why? At the moment, what, in my collection, or RC car full stop? Because I would be honest with you, my favourite car, the one I've got, that's my GPS phone. I'll chuck it on the floor. My favourite car, and the one I've got the most nostalgia for, was, there you go, guys. They were my first two RCs. That one there, I kind of started off, I saved up a load of money. This one I bought from a market. That's a Schumacher Cougar. And this was, how old was I have been there? 13/14. And just to put this in perspective, I'm coming into my 50s now, as you can tell by the very trendy red carpet. But this one here, I've probably got so much like nostalgia for. I am thinking about picking up, because Schumacher have done re-releases of the Cougar 2, and I think it's the Cougar 2 Team or Pro or something like that, I think they call it. So I am thinking about picking up one of these and building one on the channel. I really would like to do another Cougar build. So like, there you go. That was the one I had when I was really young and I started racing. You know, kind of old schooly vibe. I would love another one of these. Really would. Just build it up and have it for ripping around Garth Park. But that's probably my favourite car. Now, is it my favourite modern car? No. Favourite modern car at this present time would have to be my X-Maxx. Closely followed by my Notorious and my Techno and MT4. I don't know. I like them all. I like them all, and I plan on getting more. How's that? There you go. Your TLR vids inspired me to get one, and are the Vitamin parts upgrade worth it? Now, I find it very much a bit of an issue. I would say the hubs are a good upgrade. The center diff, I actually found that it weighted the car down too much. It's great, right? Where they sent the center diff housing on the TLR, was good is, you know, if you're running in super dusty conditions, I think that would be an absolutely epic upgrade. The only issue is it does add so much weight to the vehicle. It's a big old billeted piece of metal. And to be honest with you, a part of the charm with the TLR is, even though it's a heavy buggy, you know, if you compare it to the Team Associate, it's really heavy. But it's a light basher slash racer. Does that make any sense? So it's not essentially a race truck, the TLR, a race buggy. But what it really is good at is bashing. It's like top of the line bashing. You can race with it. So I would try and keep it as light as possible, personally. Add the hubs. That's a good idea. Let's have a look. Where we to? Totally understand. Need to Tiana. Yeah, I definitely would like to get some merch sorted. You know, I think that's a good idea. Good evening, Chris. Tyler, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Joel, more is good. Chicken strips, 110%, buddy. 110%. As I say, I've got more cars coming. The plan is to get more. I've got a few spaces left on the stands at the moment, and then I'm going to put more stands around the shed. Just as well I got this, isn't it? Cheers, brother. No problem. Toby, how are you doing? Thanks for joining, mate. I really do appreciate it. Right. I picked up loads of stuff for the trucks. First of all, I want to say a massive thank you to, I think his name is Masajeg. It's a Polish name, guys. What I'm going to do is, when I do the video, I will kind of put it on the screen. But he did a video for Tom. Tom Lee did a video on his stuff, and he got in contact with me and asked me would I like to look at them. He made some 3D printed parts. 3D RC is basically what he's going under, but he's made these kind of totally 3D printed car stands. Really nice, actually. The quality is really, really good. So as you can see, all 3D printed. Must have taken them ages to do this. So there's that. I've got a green one as well. This one also comes off, I believe. No, it doesn't. So as you can see, different kind of front to it and all that jazz. The other thing in this box then, the XTS rally car, he sent me over all the different little parts for the rally car. So these are covers for them to go, you know, obviously to keep all the muck out. He gave me, that's a receiver box, which is really cool. Then we've got a pinion gear cover, which, as you know, if you watch the videos on the XTS, I complained about this. So he has come up with his own version of. Now, these will fit the Omni Terminator as well. Servo mount, so you can fit your standard servo. As you can see, you've got the mounting points underneath. Skid plate. That I'm not sure of. I believe that's to do with, I don't know. I have to find out what that is, because there's two of them. Oh, there you go. There's another skid plate there. Just a bunch of parts in there. And to be honest, I need to drop a message and find out what half of them are, because there was nothing inside to say what they were. But yeah, they're all for the XTS / Omni Terminator. But you know, thank you very much, buddy, for sending these over. I am going to be doing a video on them, but I will, if he is watching, and I'd love to know how to pronounce his name properly. But if he is watching, I'm going to drop him a message and ask him about where they fall on the vehicle. Loads of people in the chat here. Tyler Owen, are you excited most about? What are you excited about the most that you have on the way? I'll be telling you. You're trying to trick me into telling you now, aren't you? let's have a look. Is there such a thing as dyno days for RC cars? We do with all our cars. So that would be chicken strips. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? If we're dyno day, come and tune your car. That'd be wicked. Villa RC, thanks for joining. Thank you very much. Taz Taylor, hey up, brother. What are we fixing? Taz, I haven't fixed anything yet. We are going to be fixing. I think I'm going to pull out the Maverick in a minute because I have got some parts. I'll show you those in a minute. Graham RC, thanks for joining. No, would Pete would though. No, Pete though. Toby, you will break it. Oh, right, got it. Yes, you can get RC dynos, chicken strips, so I can't point you to the company that sells them. I have seen them. I have seen them on TikToks, funny enough. There was one TikTok I seen recently of a Skyline on there, I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was a Nitro as well. Nice, we have a carbon Terminator en route with a pinion cover is needed. My RS is something made by myself. My RS is some bits made by myself after the prototype is finished. Nice. Skill, that's what it is. Benham, hey, how's it going? How do you align your toe in and toe out? Do you use a certain tool or do you just do it by eye? Right. I have got basically a homemade camber gauge. I tend to set all my camber. Oh, actually, it's there. There you go. Why is my chair dipped all the way down here? Anyway, so a friend of mine knocked this up for me, Martin Pantside RC, because he came out with a dinner tray. So he's called it Martin's Dinner Time Camber Gauge, minus 1.5 degrees. So I'll hold that up to the car, like so. And that then will tell me the camber. So I set that. Now, there are camber gauges, all right. You know, that essentially, to be honest with you, is just a cheap way of doing it. I set all my cars to that, and I know where I am, what I'm doing, and the cars all kind of have the same sort of feel to them. But if you're willing, I mean, that works as well as anything. I kind of hold that up to the wheel like so. There you go. Now, if that's flat on the floor, I hold that up to the wheel, and then I know 0.15 degrees. As in toe in, toe out. I generally go toe out, only ever so slightly. I don't do some of the RTRs I've seen recently. The wheels are like kind of out there. I've had ones that kind of got toe in, you know, sort of. And to be honest, that's one of the problems I had with the Punisher, was the toe in on that. I think that's why the back end is as squirrely as it is, because the car's not able to track properly. So I generally give it a little bit of toe out, and then the back wheels toe in. So toe in will keep it straight going forward, and then obviously this then will help the car turn. Where we to? Favorite affordable cheap RC car? At the moment, the cheapest and most affordable one for me is that's epic. The MGX rally car. Honestly, that is an absolutely epic little car. A lot of my friends have picked these up after seeing me do the video, and these things, they're honestly such a bargain. £85. They drive epic and fast as hell on 3S. So yeah, very happy with that. Close second at the moment. You can't deny the Maverick, but I don't. The rally car, as you can see, I kind of give it a bit of a battering on the first run already, but such a bargain, such a bargain. £85. And I really didn't expect it to drive as well as it did. bloody quick, Ricky. Honestly, really, really quick car. Now, if I'm looking for something a little bit bigger for to slide about and hoot about, these I've seen in some places at the moment. The Quantum Flux 4S is £150. The electrics alone in these are an absolute bargain. So even if you kill the car, actually I might leave this out because I have got to do some work on this in a minute. But £150. I mean, it's such a bargain. I mean, thing is with the Rolalo, I wouldn't exactly call that like an affordable car. It is affordable in the sense of it's not mega money, but it's still a 110 scale car. But the way that drives is epic. Toby, no, I'm not, buddy. Unfortunately, it's a shame. When I looked into speed running, the sheer cost of it was absolutely massive. And to be quite frank with you, what I wanted to do is actually take my family on holiday this year. So I want to kind of concentrate on making sure that once all the shed is finished off and I've got a few bits, I've got the electrics to finish off in here, and I got to get some blinds, and I think that's about it. I want to get a camera for close-ups, but I really want to take the family on holiday as well. Where else are we? See, that's far too technical for me. I just guess probably why all my cars go their own way 90% of the time. Honestly, if you're worried about it being technical, honestly, it's not. All that is a dinner tray, and it's cut at 1.5 degrees. And then I just offer that up to every single vehicle and then adjust from there. But you can buy camera gauges, Martin saying 1,000% brilliant cars. We need to set up a rally race. I would love to. I really want to set up a rally race with a bunch of people. I think that would be epic. Honestly, I really do. Benham, yeah, I set my camber around 1 or 2, minus 1 or minus 2. It's just the toe measurement I'm having problems with because sometimes my RC car pulls to the right a bit, and when I go straight. What I would say, Benham, all right, is Pete, I've just seen your comment by there. Do me a favor, drop me a link with a coupon. Because I am actually looking at the carbon fiber Terminator at the moment. There you go. I've actually let you guys know one of the cars I'm looking at. But yeah, back to Benham. What I would say to you is make sure, obviously, I set my out of the box. If you've got a servo saver, I tend to undo the servo saver, set my steering top dead center, so it's right in the middle, and then make sure my wheels are straight. I put my servo back on, tighten it down. All right, so that's the start there. If your wheels are kind of out too much, what will happen? The car will constantly try to drag one way or the other. All right, you need to kind of have them just off center, each one of them. And when you are adjusting your turnbuckles, little tip for you is leave the car on. All right, so you're working against the servo, so the wheels, and make sure the car is off the floor as well. There's another thing. You don't want it kind of touching the floor. Or if you do have it touching the floor, lift the wheels up and place it back down. So, and also always adjust with a battery in there, because where a lot of people go wrong is when you're adjusting it. For example, let's say I'm adjusting. Right, okay. Let's say I'm adjusting the toe on this, right? The loaded weight of the vehicle, all right? You might have less. So naturally, your wheels will go straighter the more weight is on the vehicle, all right? for example. Like, I've got this set perfect now. But what happens is if you don't, when your battery's in there, that is your naturally loaded weight of the vehicle, right? So your car might sink down a little bit more. So what happens is then your toe, these might actually be slightly out a bit more. So as you can see, my car, there you go, this one I adjusted recently. With the wheels off the floor, I've got it kind of just kind of pointed out towards there. Soon as some pressure is on the wheels, see them straighten up? And that's what you're aiming for. So when the car has got loaded weight on it, you want your wheels to kind of just be straight. There you go. I think I've answered that, but tell me if I'm wrong. But that's kind of where I set all mine, and I don't tend to have too much problem. Heard they just slashed the price of those. Are we talking about the Maverick there? Yeah, I think so. Rut Rider, perfect. Get a ruler. Exactly what Rut Rider said, but there, get a ruler, make sure both links are the same. Perfect. Bargain of an RC. I have the RX and the carbon version I got delivered for 192. Chicken strips, where'd you get that from? Can't wait for the 1.6 Gill Road Rolalo car. Same as you, Benham. Car pulling the moment usually means either the servo horn's not centered or you got to put one with the steering links are bigger. Yeah, very, very true. Let's have a look. Family first. Happy family, happy life. Totally agree. Beyond RC, that is great value. Yeah, fair. Oh, it's an RC car. How you doing? Thanks for joining. I think the Omni Turning. Yeah, so yeah, I've seen that comment. Can't beat the Omni. Now, see, big fan of the XCS rally car. It drives so well, and that's kind of what has drawn my attention to the Omni Terminator. Chris, it's cut to 88.5 degrees. Oh, he's off 90, lol. There you go. Panside RC. He's just answered how to actually set that, the camera gauge. So that's Martin's dinner time camera gauge, which is made out of dinner tray. And agree beyond, finding it hard to recommend a Tamiya to a beginner. As I mentioned in my last video, to be honest with you, what I will say is at the moment Rolalo have kind of nailed the small 1/10 scale RTR, haven't they? What they've done is cleverly set out it's at such a price that a lot of people, their first car, they go for, like, let's say a Tamiya or something like that, and they build it. Now the issue with that is you then got to buy your electrics, you then got to buy your servo, your receiver, your handset, and everything else that goes along with this. So that cheap kit has then come with somewhere in the region of, even if you went for cheap electrics, it's about 350 quid, £400. And at that price, you could have just gone and bought an XCS rally car, an Omni Terminator. So unless you're really, really, really wanting that kind of scale look, because the other thing is the XTS, it drives so well because of this little bit of the larger size. It's hard to kind of like sort of recommend a Tamiya these days. Now, I will be honest with you though. I really, really, really want the XV02 Pro rally car. I like Tamiya. I like building cars. So for me, I'd be happy to spend the extra money, but that's not a cheap car. So yeah. Where are we to? Got the CF delivered, AliExpress, Klarna, even months. Game changer first means we can buy 3 cars instead of 1 car, 192 out of the pocket. Like, nice. Thanks for that, guys. I did make sure the serve and everything was straight and all that. I'll try again. I thought it could be all about bearings and how many hubs. Tamiya, a tough choice in 2025. Honestly, they're perfect for nostalgia reasons, but modern cars are just so much better. Ricky, I got to agree with you. There's a huge market for Tamiya. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to knock them. But if you're looking from a point of view of price to performance, these Rolalo rally cars and you know, Omni Terminators and even the MGX, I've just noticed I've never seen it before. The MGX 1/10 monster truck, I can't think what it's called. It's something like the 10028 or something like that, I think it is. Which basically looks like an Armour 4S, but again, hugely good value for money. I watched Derby RC's. What was he doing? He was comparing the Terminator to that, and both of them looked epic. 1028, 1028, yeah, that's it, Tyler. Yeah. And considering doing a vid, Tamiya and their relevance these days, don't want to upset the older Tamiya fans. Ricky, do it. I think a lot of people are feeling the same though. There's a point there actually. I've just read a comment from Rip Ride, and I'll get on to that in a second. But you've really kind of got to want a Tamiya at the moment to kind of justify the extra cost of building it, because I love when I was doing touring car racing, I loved the TRF brand, but they were so expensive, and that's what drew me towards X-Ray, because the TRF, despite it being a fast car, still wasn't as good as like X-Ray or something. And it's the same kind of scenario now with the rally cars. I think if you kind of look at Rolalo and then look at, let's say, because the Rolalo's like got 7075 towers and chassis braces, brushless motor, everything's all there, even a gyro or a Dumbo handset, and then you kind of look at a Tamiya next to it and you think, well, which one are you going to have? Because I know which one I pick at the moment. I really want that rally car, and that's why I want that Tamiya. But in reality, if I was going to pick out one or the other right this minute, I would just go and buy the XDS. So many better options compared to Tamiya. Again, for nostalgia and relive those memories in 80s and 90s. Totally agree. Like, so for example, Gav from RC Kicks loves collecting them, and he loves driving the kind of nostalgia related cars. And I'm totally with that. There's a different side to the hobby. Or if you're into like your tanks or trucks and stuff like that. But you've got to want it. You've got to want it. You've got to want it for all those reasons: the nostalgia, the kind of feel for it. Or you might be someone who wants to do a dedicated Tamiya sort of touring car class or buggy class or whatever, or even classic racing, that sort of thing. Might not change a stock gyro on the CF Terminator to a hot RC one, as I've seen it glitching, etc. Apart from simply modern RC, as a newbie, there is nothing in the Tamiya range that seems good value, other than having something scale locking. Totally agree, Tyler. I will say though, for the old guys like myself, I mean, I do kind of class myself these days as one of the older guys. One of the first Tamiyas I ever owned was the Porsche 959, and that completely blew my mind. And without that, I will say Tamiya, I wouldn't be into RCs the way I am, because at the time it was mind blowing. But things move on, and I think Tamiya kind of need to kind of step into that realm now where they're building the same sort of things. Tamiya is simple engineering. Younger people can do Tamiya RC model, and in today's bashers laden world, is easy to forget that bit. The simplest form of RCs to build an RC. To totally agree. Totally agree. Tamiya are awesome for shelf queens, but yeah, it's lots better out there for the driving. Yeah, you totally agree with you, Martin. Good for people looking for a basic kit, 110%. Don't get me wrong, as I mentioned, mind you, have a look at those TRF touring cars, and my God, they're nice. Niche for sure, totally agree. They've been left behind the field. Yeah, I agree with you, Ricky. I love my Hornet. It's brilliant fun, but if I was going bashing for the day, it wouldn't be taking that with me. That's for yeah. No. Chances are I wouldn't come back in one piece, would it? The thing is, worrying for Tamiya brand, they aren't attracting the next generation. No, RTRs weren't even a thing when I was a kid. Definitely weren't. You had to build your own kit, and that was that. Hence why I ended up with the Schumacher Cougar. The Hornet Evo was cool. It's updates, but still doesn't come close to a modern car. LCD 24 is the MGX Hypergo. So your brushless good truck. Can I ask? From what I've been told, LCD and it's a very good truck, actually. To be honest with you, there are a few little things on there, but that caveats. It's the same with any RC. There's so many different issues with. I wouldn't call them issues. They're caveats. Some trucks have issues. Some cars have issues. But that's the hobby. I think all of them, as time goes by, we kind of find out what's wrong with the truck, how to put it right. And for me, that is a good percentage of the hobby and why I enjoy it, because I love wrenching as well. Let's have a look. Should get with the times and make it modern kits. It'd be good direction for them, but I can't see it happening. No. I watched a little bit of coverage from the German Toy Fair, and they did release a few updates. Again, there was a TRF that I caught my eye there. But they don't seem to be kind of moving forward. And I think that's why I like the look of the XVO2, because that's like quite a modern kit for them. It's their modern take on a rally car. There's some really nice bits in there, proper diffs. Yeah. But yeah, again, it's going to cost a few pounds because it doesn't even come with a shell, that one. Tyler, yeah, I've heard that myself. I will say that the Omni Terminator, by all accounts, is meant to be a better truck, in the sense of the suspension, from what I can see, is exceptional. Their business model relies on nostalgia. The younger generation have zero interest, I feel. Yeah, I agree. Unless you're one of the younger generation who have kind of been introduced into RC through one of the older generation who's into their Tamiyas. It is worrying because they're such a large brand, and without the likes of Tamiya and obviously Team Associated and some of the stuff they've done, I think they really kind of need to push forward now and find new ways of reinventing and getting the newer generation interested in their products. Off topic, but it's still trying to fly my from right off again. 2 typhoons in. Hope. Well, big up Welsh. Thanks, Lex. Thanks. What's the best 1/10 basher 4S? Ooh, that's a good one. Right. Straight up, the Punisher is decent for the money. All right. Personally, The Synchro, I've absolutely beat the living daylights out of, which is there. So those two based on the same platform, value for money wise is absolutely epic. I picked that one was when I bought it, it was underneath £300. This at the moment is about 340. What else would I recommend? The Red Cat Vigilante, if you can get your hands on one of them, because Taylor RC at the moment have actually just become a Red Cat dealer. So if they start doing not the Vigilante, the Valkyrie, that's an epic truck for the money. Really, really good. All Hobby Wing electrics. What else? The Team Associated MT10 is another good basher. But I think value for money wise at the moment, the 4S, I think Team Corrali have kind of edged it for me personally at the moment. Especially when it comes to the 4S trucks. Armour are really good, but their pricing needs to be adjusted, I think, but that's never going to happen. Japan is still the main market for Tamiya, and racing is still big in many parts of the world that aren't America or the UK. No, Tamiya racing here in the UK is still pretty big though. Definitely, if you're into your carpet racing and stuff like that, there's plenty of people are still racing them. My ding ding is red. E-Dog, thanks for that. That's nice for you. I love the look of the BBX. BBX is lovely looking. Their cars are very skilled, just don't perform as well. It's very, very true. Best Forest Punishers getting good reviews. Definitely. Value for money wise, the Punisher and the Kagama 4 and the Synchro, they're very, very hard to beat at the moment. Very hard to beat. I was upset when we got the Typhoon, heard of the Synchro with 4S, but the Typhoon's still a bad boy. Typhoon is still a lot of fun. The only thing that puts me off, I've owned lots of 3S armors and those composite diffs for me. Sorry, let's put it this way, right? I'm not gonna knock the 3S armors, because without the 3S armors, I think I wouldn't kind of be interested in bashes the way I am. But this thing, I got so many good feelings for this car. 1/8 scale differentials, all metal chassis. I beat the absolute living daylights out of this thing. Hobby Wing electrics rebranded. Good tires, good suspension, and it's just taken absolutely everything. Whenever I take it out, I always end up with a smile on my face. The Punisher, I do think I'd need to do a little bit of tuning with that, but it's on the same platform, so I think really that's going to give me the same sort of vibes. The only thing I'm on the fence with at the moment is the tires. The tires are too tough, but I think within time they'll actually wear in a little bit. So I'm going to try a few different tire combos, but the strongest one for me personally in the Corrali range, 4S, I'd still pick the Synchro. Punisher's awesome. I haven't put enough wheel time into the Punisher, but the Synchro, it's going to be an hard one to knock off my top spot for 4S basher. You can jump it, race it, crash it, bash it, take it out. I put like 6 battery packs through that in one day, and it just keeps going and going and going and going to the point where all the fans weren't working. It was covered in muck and dirt, and just a wicked buggy. Let's have a look, because the chat is busy. Beyond RC, I watch you as well. Respect. Changed account over to me and my boy's new venture, Noobs RC. Nice. Chicken strips. We lad wants an MT10, but the Kagama 4S looks nice. Looking forward. See, what you got to remember there, noobs, is you don't have to run it on 4S here. If you want to, just run it on 3S, and it's going to be more manageable for your lads. Looking at something nice speed, 50 mile an hour speed. I can take bashing as my FTX Tracer brushless lasted a long time without any issues. Synchro, dude, get one. Honestly, I love it. I can't tell people enough about it. Is for the money, is just such a good car. Red Cat and Team Crowley are the best budget 4S bashers out there. The Valkyrie, another epic truck. The only thing I will say with the Valkyrie is a bit of a pain to wrench on. But other than that, it's an epic little truck, that one. And the good thing is because he's rebranded other three different brands. I think it is. I think it's the Blitzkrieg is obviously. I'm trying to think. WOV, and also PD Racing. Parts should eventually become available everywhere. Let's have a look. Great channel for listening. Teach me. I'm the only person I've wrecked the Hammer 3S diff. Hey, look, if you haven't, then respect you. But it's a weird one. I found if I opened the diffs up on some of my 3S armors, straight away I had problems after. I tried all sorts of different things. In the end, I ended up putting a 4S diffs in the 3S car, and it was great after that. Made RC cars previously. Team Crowley doing great work considering they've only been making bashers for a few years at 110%. Was that the Synchro? Yes, it was. Synchro's awesome, honestly. Put 4S diffs in. Totally agree with you. Said on about SST, been back on for the Creighton SST, first electric RC pipe point. Do you know what, Nathan? The SST is really, really good. Really, really good. Ricky covered this as well, mind. I will say, fair shout to Ricky about this. Is and look, being straight with you, a lot of my inspiration was watching his videos. Once you've put the work into the truck, e.g. out of the box, it's going to take some work to get it to feel the way I wanted it to. Look at the body, bless it. It's had so much hard work, this car. But the upgrades, some of the upgrades I found hard to get hold of, right? But it just takes absolutely everything, this truck. I've broken one arm. I've tried double back flipping it, and I've raced it around tracks, and it's just an epic RC. This is the second chassis on. This is now the 7075. On 4S, it's rapid. It's really rapid. But I need to start getting out a bit more with this one in particular as well, because even now it's kind of right up my top. When people are asking me what my favorite truck is, I mean, this one, I don't really mention it as much, pure and simply because it's reliable. I just keep using it and never have issues with it. It's one of those. Just an awesome truck. Awesome truck. I've spent a lot of money on this one, mind to be straight with you. But if you get the upgrades bit by bit and do it, you're going to be hard pushed to find something that'll last you as long as this one. They're just epic out of the box. I mean, I've got mine set up at the moment more for racing around the track, but I put a set of 4S backflips on it, and then I start going off jumps and stuff. And yeah, it's still just an epic truck. Let's have a look. What else? Synchro. Have a look of. It's going to make it faster, but told wheel spin mechanic will ruin my engine. No, you won't ruin your engine. Mine is running a. What have I got there? So they come out of the box with a 13 tooth. I'm running a 18 tooth in mine. I've got a fan on the motor though. So all you got to make sure of, bud, is you keep those temperatures down. If you can keep the temperatures down, you're not going to have an issue. If you don't bother putting a fan and stuff on the motor, well, yeah, you might run into problems then. Ugh. You're not gonna ruin it, and unless you start overloading the motor heat wise. I've had the Quantum RX and the Mojave 4S is on. The Mojave 4S is an epic truck. My Typhon 223S amends. Matthew Brunt. Oh, hi Jensen, how you doing? To be honest with you, the Creighton is decent, but it's not an SST. The SST lends itself very, very well to many different situations. Racing, bashing. Like I spend a lot of time racing my friends around. We have events down in Heatherton in Tenby. There's one coming up now, guys. I have put a post out. And every time I take it out and take it down there, I just know it's going to come back. It's one of those trucks. What can I upgrade my FTX 116 scale? I want to make it 3S if possible. Any recommendations? Get yourself a cheap brushless combo to put in there. Tanks. Yeah, 110%, Rick. Little lad's actually taking the majority very well. Good control. Use my RX Max SG 116. It runs at 50 mile an hour 3S. Nathan, it's you and Chris have put me in the right direction. The SST. Definitely, you'll enjoy it. Need to do extreme yards so people can make like me can ask a question. StreamYard. What do you mean, let's? I need my house and the real cars to stop attention seeking so I can buy a bloody yeah. Starting ordering parts, the house loading and taking my supposed to say, mate, from West Midlands. Cog and Billet used to do nice bits, although I think they're hard to come, but no. No, I don't think so. I think you still get the Cog and Billet parts. That's the bits I've got on mine. I've got towers, chassis braces, servo saver. You can still get the parts. Lee is contactable on Facebook as well. Say indeed my prayer. No, I won't say that. Thanks anyway. I bashed my RC under car tires. Bash my RC under car tires. Bash my. Yes, I'm a big fan of what Crowley have done with the newer range at Beyond Size. I recommend Crowley trying some newer Tamiya, the first RC, the 7-year-old, about 5 year. Only banana your chassis, Ricky. You still got your Team Associate MT8? No, I don't, Grum. Unfortunately, I don't anymore. I have, to be honest with you, thought about it the other day about getting one, but no, I haven't. Triton was a good shame they stopped making the Garth, or however you spell it, is a great spot. Yes, Garth Park is an awesome spot. Where I'm not as good as that. The thing is with Garth Park is I go there quite often because, especially when I'm kind of trying to tell people how the car feels, because it takes all the guesswork out and it's a controlled environment for me. I know how each car feels around the corners and on the grass, and it's somewhere that I enjoy running as well. And not just that, guys. It's peaceful. It's so peaceful. You got to watch out for the dogs and the kids, but yeah, I love it up there. Mains 20 pin, don't send, go over 22. Much speed difference of the 223. SST is much better all round compared to the Creighton. Yeah, fair enough. I'm going to get a roller. 2150 kV, 18 tooth pinion. Copper heads. What are you going to go with? You're going to go with the 4S copper heads? Can be adapted for bashing or racing. Totally agree, Rick. Yes, Nathan can do the 4S backflips. Yeah, 4S backflips, they do work well. The only thing I will say is if you're trying to do power runs, speed runs, or race against people, because the way the tire grows, the front end of the car came up. If you notice on the earlier videos I did of that car, it's when I was nailing it down racing other people, the front end would always come up in the air. And that I tried so many different options of tuning the diffs, and in the end, it turns out it was the wheels. Now, on the other hand, if you're going to use it for jumping and stuff like that, they're perfect for that. It's like a video call, bro, or voice chat online. To be honest, let's between work, home life, and also obviously trying to make videos, it's really hard for me. You know, this is my kind of sit down with you guys here. So it's hard for me to find time because I'm still a dad, I'm still a husband, I've still got a job. I'm not a full-time YouTuber or anything like that yet. It'd be nice, mind, if that ever happened. But so I can answer your questions in, like, obviously live chats and stuff like this. But you gotta have some time off now and again. When I first started doing the videos, it was hard to kind of separate myself now and again. And sometimes I just need to switch off because my brain is constantly thinking about stuff. I've seen shelf mounts, cheap pack 510 wooden post type like the kitchen roll holder. Fair enough. Yeah. Sir, love your style. Thank you very much, Mr. Ali. I'm not a fan of the look of the backflip wheels, though. I'll be honest with you. I think the SST looks really nice with a set of backflips on. Keep healthy and to be a success. Thank you very much. Have a puff smoke out of the Hobby Wing 4278 G2 22 earlier from the way. Do you know what? I've had that happen to me, Marcus. I really have. Trying to think. So, where the wires go into the end bell, I had the same issue. And to be honest with you, it turned out that the motor was broken, buddy. So you need to check that out. I would definitely have a word with your dealer. Yeah, how old's the motor? Cheers, Gary. Appreciate it. Hey, all from US, Wisconsin. Hope you're all having a great day. Grizzly, thank you very much for joining. Looking forward to getting them out soon for a bash, mate. Ricky, I would love for you to come out. Honestly, I've been on about this for so long. You come down, bring your trucks, and we'll go to Old Dusty. I was going to go to Garthback, but it's able to schedule trials Tuesday, 2 days after getting the gyro transmitter and receiver. Nathan, if you ever need to, mate, all right, you're obviously your local boy to me. Drop me a message if you want to go out. The only issue I got is until the weather clears up and it starts getting lighter throughout the week. I don't really go out through the week at the moment. When the weather does get nice, I'm out most nights. But yeah, give me a shout and I'll come out with you. I could possibly be tempted to go out Saturday. Just race fast cars now, me down Main Road. Nice. I've got a plug for shells to hold the cars. Anyone got a plug for shells? To be honest with you, let me just show you something. You can make them yourself. They're pretty easy. So let's turn this around here. All this is made out of is a piece of 3x2 wood. All right, as you can see, and then create a piece into the wood, and then a piece over the top, and then you can create it yourself. So as you can see there, on there I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, space for another one there, space for another one there. Space for another one there and there. But yeah, they sit on the wall quite nicely then. As you can see, very easy to do. With the little cars, unfortunately, I had to put a stand on. But yeah, even the XTS fits on there really nice. But it's not hard to make them. I've got one up there then for the camera. I've got Baymax. But the camera's there. Obviously, same thing. Just a little one there. Look at this. Can't wait to get the blinds. Guys, if you know a link to where I can get a decent set of blinds, please let me know. Because I'm struggling at the moment. I want blinds for there and there. But yeah. So that is. But the way I would do it is literally just a piece of wood. Works. It works. If it works, it works. Let's see what the comments are saying. See what the comments are saying. The bulk is a cracking road for a blast. It is. It definitely is. Got to give yourself a couple of days here and there, Chris. Don't burn yourself out. Yeah, I know. Sometimes, to be honest with you, it's just hard to switch off. Really hard to switch off. Guys, you've got to make yourself be on the same position, juggling job, family, channels, gets hard. Don't be afraid to step back for a bit. Thank you very much, Ricky. Motor 6 months old along with a Max 8. You should still have a warranty on that, Marcus. Should definitely have a warranty on that. It's difficult for me to get out in the evenings. Start work at 2:30 and the rest of the days Tuesday and Wednesday. Mate, honestly, just let me know when you're interested on going out, and then we can work something out. As you know, I'm also up to going for Sunday bashing around like the car parks and stuff like that. Sorry, guys. 2 seconds. For some reason, the comments disappeared. Right. Let's show you what I got in the box, shall we? So, I showed you, obviously, the 3D printed parts. So, that's a good one, because I have got more 3D printed parts to show you. So, we've got the Skeeter motor mount. That's going to be going in the Punisher. I've mentioned that to you. Now, as you can see, I have got a new motor, a new ESC. Now, that, but there, is going to go into the Mojave. Now, I've got a Max 6 in there in the moment, so why would I take that out and put it in there? To be honest with you, I find the Max 6 is a bit much. So the motor and ESC combo I put into the Notorious. I'm planning on putting that into the Mojave. And I thought, right, okay, so why don't I just take that out, repurpose the Max 6 into something else, and then what I can actually do is just put a new one in. So I've got an 8BL 150 G2 to go into the Mojave, and I've got a 4282 Surpass Rocket 1780 kV to go in there as well. So that's what's going in there. And then I've also got some fans for an up-and-coming car. These are Toshido ones, 28,000 RPM. So 235 mils there. Let's play a game, guys. We're going to have a game of guess in the car. If any of you guys, the guys I've told, the friends of mine, I would appreciate you didn't tell the people behind, but I'm going to let them guess. So what we might do by here now is actually fit that into. So I have got an upgraded, as you can see, outdrives for the Maverick. The reason why I got them is because the ones that come stock are an absolute nightmare and they keep breaking. So I think I'll quickly fit these into the Maverick while we're on here. I have also got a brace there to go in on the Mojave as well. Got a 25 tooth pinion. I'm not going to tell you what that's for. And also We've got a brand spanking new Mach 6 motor there as well. So that's going to be going into something. But yeah, the plan is to change a few things over on the Mojave. I'm going to do a video on adjustable gearing on the Punisher. I've got that there. Oh, I know what I got to show you. So, Garage Life, Tyson, what an awesome guy he is. He contacted me, I think it was last week. Said, I got some stuff for you, dude. So a big shout out, Tyson, if you're ever get around to watching this. But yeah, what I will say is what an epic guy. Guys, check this out now, right? So I'll put the camera down a second. She sent me this box over, come from Rapid City in the USA. Came today. So, mud guards for the Outcast. All right, so all printed. It's also done me a wing, flexible wing. Again, all 3D printed. We've got a Garage Life RC battery straps for the X-Maxx. So they'll be going on. We've got a bumper spring for the Outcast. As you can see there, does a wicked job of these. He's also, for the Punisher, I've got one of these in the synchro, and they on it. Let me show you quickly the synchro. So one of the things I didn't like with the synchro was the battery arrangement. So as you can see, it's like the armor one, but that's actually flexible as well. So 3D printed. So any of you guys at home might actually know what the normal synchro one's like. But yeah, fits straight into the Team Corrali, screws in. Your ESC goes on there. So that actually screws onto the back end of that there. And yeah. And also, if you look, got 3D printed chassis support on it as well. So yeah, Tyson sent that over. Let me put this back on there. Now, I think they're for the Outcast. You haven't actually said what they're for. I think they're for the Outcast, so I need to message him on that one. We've also got a wing mount for the Outcast. As you know, I absolutely adore the flexible wing mount he does. So that's one thing I was going to upgrade on the Outcast, actually, was the wing mount, because I've seen a lot of people. It's a heavy old truck now. You're talking like 30 pounds in weight. I'm not sure what that is in UK measurements, but obviously all the armor guys will tell you that is 30 pounds in weight. But yeah, it's heavy. I know that much. He also came up with these. So they are the bottom guards for the X-Maxx, where the trays are. So they're flexible as well. So as you can see, all nicely made. Garage Life RC. He does a cracking job with these. So that's going on the X-Maxx. Check this out, guys. I thought this was epic. I'm going to plug this in now to show you. So, he's done me. How cool is this? He's done me a subscribe button. I'm going to plug this in. We got battery power in this. Yes, we have. Right. So, plug that in there. Then, subscribe. How cool is that? So I'll turn the main light off now. 2 seconds. Look at that. That's wicked, isn't it? Come on. Tell me that's not cool. So that's actually 3D printed. I'll turn the light back on now if I can find out where it was. 2 secs, guys. There you go. That's better. Yeah, so he's made me a subscribe button. I like that. That's pretty cool. With adjustable lighting. So that is going to be definitely in all my videos. And he comes up with these little screwdriver designs, right? So plan is they come in this cube. So if you can see on there, it says nut driver. So your nut drivers, for example, they're hex drivers. So I'll leave them out a second. So we have, he's done them all to size. So for example, he then, does it go in like that? No, might be 4. Let me just check something. Yeah. So he's done them for. There you go. As you can see, screwdriver stands and also speed tips. So as you can see with there, it says speed tips there. So it stands for all your screwdrivers. Wicked. So I'll be using those. But yeah, fair shout to Tyson, guys. Garage Life RC, go and check him out. He does some wicked jobs on 3D printing. I'm not sure. Yeah, so my method ones won't fit, but if you're using the likes of the MIP drivers, you're going to be absolutely fine there. But yeah, good boy, Tyson. Fair shout to him. Not because he sends me stuff. I mean, obviously, yeah, that's nice, but his 3D printing is top notch. So that's the cube design, but you can have whichever ones you want in there as well. So you can see, and then I'll put them all together. They sit on your table. Nice. Right, I've missed out on loads of comments here, haven't I? I just wanted to show you some of the bits I've been sent over and the stuff I've been getting towards some of my trucks. Put that over there. I can go over there. I need to have a sort out as well. Pen can go in there. Screwdriver can go over there. Sorry, let's have a look. Flipping heck. I have missed some comments, haven't I? Chris, you got to make sure you don't burn yourself out. Right, okay, we've been there. So date then, get some new tyres and we go Sainsbury's. Yeah, definitely, Nathan. I'm only about half hour away from Neath. It'd be great to meet up for a bash over to come over to Tenby for that one. Dude, definitely come over. It'll be an epic day, honestly. Ride up over Tree-Up Mountain, you'll be too dusty. Yeah, 110%, Nath. I'm going to organise an old dusty bash soon. Get everyone involved. I've got the APL 150 4274 in my Habao VS buggy. That's a buggy you should be looking at. Yeah, well, as I say, I've just picked up the Team Associated, though, haven't I? Mr. VS, I shouldn't have sold it. Loads of people rate them, though, don't they? I'll come to Wales, but use UB Success trucks. So Port Talbot, definitely. Simon and Finley wanted, though. It's never done him any wrong. Yeah, head up to Glenneath, turn off the Rigos, past Tower Colliery, Old Dusty is in Chalky. Awesome. How is there only one like for this stream? There isn't. There's 30 likes. But please, if you guys, chuck some more likes on. I would love that. I really would. Run 4S is super quick. 6S must be insane. 110%. Ricky, need to look at some good wheels and tyres of the yes, maybe Pro Line. Click on the like button, help the channel out. Rut Rider, nice one. 6 week and a bash. I had a granite the other day for a few hours off of mates, like Speed Car Parks. If it did, it was epic vid beasts. Oh, awesome, and they. Henny Lock, hey handsome man, where you from? I don't know about handsome. Used to be, not anymore. Yeah. Right. I think Old Viola Market is abandoned these days, and that would be a nice place for a bash. 110%. I'll be up for that. I'm Beyond RC, like your channel, fella. Hi, guys, Peaches, mate. Yes, Beyond RC, watching yours is good channel. Henny, Gaza P, Chris, Dominic, got his dual truck today. He's very excited, chappy. Thank you. Oh, see, I was waiting to hear off you. I've sent you a few messages and I've been panicking. I'm so glad, honestly. Was he happy with the package? Thank you very, very much. Obviously, tell him. Gaz, if you don't mind, would it be possible you could send me that picture so I can get it framed? I want it to go on the wall. So if you don't mind, that'd be absolutely amazing. My car shop, gonna order parts, self-fix at home, getting costly for my pockets. Right, while we're talking, I think what I'm gonna do here, actually, is let's start wrenching on the Maverick while we're talking. Let's get it fixed. Because this has been off the road for a little while and I'm waiting for the parts. And I can still see what we're all talking about. Maybe you guys can actually see as well. So if I turn that like that, and then I can still see your comments, and then we'll do a bit of wrenching at the same time. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Right, let's work on this. I've had so many issues with this front outdrive on this truck. It's unbelievable. I've Loctited it and it just kept coming undone. So there is an upgrade, guys. You can get these. The part number is 15269 for my Maverick, guys. They're the upgraded HD center drive cups. So you've got obviously one for the rear and one for the front. So both the outdrives on the front and rear, easy fix by all accounts. So I'll pop them on and we'll Loctite them in. But I can do that while I'm talking to you. Got myself a new pit mat as well to work on. That's nice. So instead of using stupid Eddie, do me a favour. Stop talking absolute nonsense, will you? Because I'll quite easily remove you from the chat. How's that? If you're only going to talk absolute bollocks, I'll remove you. That's right, no worries. I'm all for having a chat in the comments. But when you're talking absolute shit, I'll just remove you. How's that? That'd be easy, wouldn't it? See, Rick, I can be aggressive. Right, let's get this off. My rear came loose. Well, on these they but it's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Really, to be honest. Right. You've had your morning. There you go. See you later. Bye, Hetty. Catch you later. Right. These out drives are an absolute pain in the backside. I tell you what I did do, Nath, is I did take a Dremel to this outer edge here of the out drive just to flatten it off a little bit. I have also seen a few people mentioning about dremeling the hex screw, and when you Dremel hex screw, just take the edge off it so it's completely flat and then Loctite it in. Where are we to? Chris Donny goes dual synchro, need Razum one. Lol, his rear is loose. There are some odd people out there. Gaz, totally agree with you. Some people talk absolute bollocks to me. Thing is, I do this on my time off to have a chat with you guys, and then you get some weirdo come in and talk an absolute load of nonsense. Matt, how you doing? Thanks for joining, mate. Oh, that one's not very sharp. I won't use that one. Oh, is that one? No, yeah, that's my sharp one. So we're just fixing the Maverick. We talked about all the bits and bobs, Matt. Today I'm trying to fix this Maverick. So yeah, there is a difference actually. So I don't. So this was the one I tried working on, but this HD one, it's got a weird line around it. Don't know whether you can see that. Let's just get a pen. So they've got this like kind of line there. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. So yeah, it's right by there. So the HD one doesn't look much different. But I'm thinking what happened with that is where the hex screw goes in. It basically just with the torque of the motor, because it is a 4S system. Basically, the hex had pushed against this mild steel, and you just couldn't lock it in properly. What tools would you recommend start off with? Tyler, being straight with you, all right, you're better off spending, I wouldn't say a load of money on tools, but if you can afford like a good set, like a set of MIP drivers, I think they're around about £44 to buy, all right? So it seems like a lot of outlay to start off with. But if you can actually do that and get yourself a good set of hex drivers, you're going to find yourself in good stead there, because what will happen is with a cheaper set, you may end up rounding off some screws. So don't skimp out on tools. I know some people have used the Amazon ones, and more power to them if they can use them without stripping out threads and stuff like that. But I found as time went by, the more wrenching I did, they didn't last very long. So get yourself a decent set, dude. 110% there. Right. It's not a lot wrong with a Maverick. It was just that basically these out drives kept coming off. So I need Loctite. Let's have a look. Comments. Find a bonus for good hex drives. Honestly, don't waste money on cheaper nasties. I would say if you can spend the extra dough on a decent set, you know it's only a benefit to you, that is. Nathan, I'm off for the night. Early bird alarm call. Great stream, Chris, as always. Nathan, take it easy, brother. Thanks for joining. I have a Crowley 16-proof tools set, and it's great value set for the money. What I will say though is these. I've been using these for a while. The Method RC ones on their website, and these are absolutely epic. I haven't had one issue with these. Good quality drivers, really good quality drivers. Titanium coated. They're nice and light as well. And yeah, just that nice little kit, these. Let's all come to Wales and have a blast with 3S batteries fully charged. You're more than welcome. Jason, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Ah, okay. So what they've actually done, I don't know, you will not be able to pick this up. Remember I mentioned you about the hex screw and flatten it off? Well, what they've actually done, guys, in the HD one is they have got a flat tip on these ones. So this, I got a feeling, should, is that it? Yeah, it's 2 mil. Should hold up this time. Plenty of Loctite. And then tighten it down properly. Now that feels way better than last time. Just wipe that off. A little rag. Yeah, it definitely feels better compared to how it was. Right. So fingers crossed that might have solved the issue I had with the outdrives coming off. So I need to learn, Chris. Spending a lot, paying shop to fix. Want to learn, so self-watch your vids. Let's. I am on Facebook. If you need any advice, drop me a message. I may not be, able to get back to you straight away, but I will do my best to help you out. If there is anything you want any help with, I can't do kind of one-to-one sort of talk throughs or anything like that on a video chat because obviously life's busy, but I'll do my best to kind of answer your questions. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. What time's it over there, Jace? Thanks for joining, my friend. Is any of you guys working on anything at the moment then? Is there any RCs you kind of wrenching on, upgrading? Don't be afraid to have a go fixing. There's plenty of vids on YouTube that will help you through stuff. 4:30, what, in the PM? Oh, in the afternoon, yeah. Which part of the state you in again, Jace? Is that going to click in? Yes, it is. No, that isn't going to go in there. I'm in Delaware, buddy. I need to take a trip over to the States myself, to be honest with you. As you know, I talk to Larry a lot. And, yeah, I mean, he's in Pensacola. But sometimes when I get up in the morning, I thought, right, I'll give Larry a call, see how he is. And he's at the gym, and it's like 2:30 in the morning or something. Struggling to get this out drive back in. Bought a Tamiya TTO1E kit, primary bash out, gonna have a crack at a bit of racing at a local track. First kit for me, should be interesting. All American, Urban Legend. Hello, Chris, and hello, chat. Urban Legend, how you doing? Thanks for joining, brother. Hope you're all well. 4 RC sitting on the sealed boxes, no time to get them filming. Minimax keeping me busy. Time to change everything. What are you changing up, Pete? I've seen loads of people doing work on Minimaxes recently. Let's have a look. There you go. She should be in now. Not in? Should be. There you go. Happy days. Happy days, happy days. Right, remember where all the screws go, Chris. Let's have a look. Tracks the Sledge, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Right, put this back on. Really like the new Traxxas Sledge. Really like the new Traxxas Sledge. Like I say, I like the Sledge anyway, to be honest with you. Myself personally, I had more fun with that than I did with my Creighton. But then, to be honest, my Creighton was plagued with issues. But yeah, awesome truck. I like the fact that obviously it comes with belted, just a little bit expensive. I will say though, get the HD gears for it. Absolutely awesome upgrade, especially on those diffs. Ditch the. Can you recommend a good 4S battery, please, Chris? That fits most cars. Well, the ones that I enjoy using at the moment are the DXF. What are they? 138,000 Mars. Or the Graphenes, they're also good. Really good batteries. The 6500s. Again, DXF, I've got no issues with them. They've been very, very good for me anyway. What am I looking at here? 2 screws there. So they're the bigger ones, right? Ditch the BL2S is horrible. Just swapped up the Hobby Wing 3S combo. What did you go for? Did you go for the 120B, 120 BL G2, because that is absolutely awesome. Yes, I had that one in my Techno, and it was brilliant. Just put IR60 Enduro body on my TRX4 last night. Double decker ESC plate looks good. Double decker plate centers everything, hides all the electronics, and new body. Nice. How's everyone doing this afternoon? Epic. Absolutely epic. Love the fact that all you guys talk to each other in the comments. So it's wicked. Honestly, I love it. The community in RC, I'm sorry, is definitely one of the best. You get the odd plonker here and there, the odd idiot, but as we just found out, we had one here on the channel. I had to get rid of him just now, but I love the fact that, you know, people know each other through obviously watching videos and talking to each other, and it's wicked. March, no problem at all. No wheels, just escape all the inside. The car's worth anything, just keeping it going for a car again. Just doing well, Jason. Thanks for asking. Hello, Mart. Supposed to pick up on the Facebook page. Jason, yeah, definitely do that, mate, if you don't mind. Tracks and Sledge is an awesome Marcy. Can't hang on, can't break it. Like I say, the only issue I would say is keep an eye on those diffs. Max 10, 80 amp, G2, 3652, 33, wicked. Nice combo, that. Really nice combo. Pulled my XCF F10 today. Show a good value car for the money. Aren't they? Aren't they just, though? Honestly, you get a ton of RC for your money with that car. Have you driven it yet? Time for me to go, mate. Catch you later. Catch you later, Matt. I'll speak to you tomorrow, my friend. Take it easy. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you jumping on, and I know for a fact you would have shared out the feed. Take it easy, bud. Catch you later. So, how do you get this back one off? Is the question. I haven't actually. Have I taken this back one off? Must have. Yes, of course I have. Two screws by there. Get this bumper off. Fingers crossed I can get this out dry then. So, take this top brace off here. And this one. Let's have a look. What's your favourite RC car? Are you talking to me, bud? Traxxas. Have you thought about the new Big Rock 3S? That truck is what got me watching your channel. Do you know what? We were on about that earlier. The only thing I would say, Jace, right, is quite honestly, I don't know if I could deal with the composite diffs again. I think Armour I've kind of missed the mark a little bit when it comes to that. I don't know, my friend. I don't know. I really couldn't see myself. I would feel like I'm going backwards a little bit with it. In the sense of not so much the car, because the rest of the car is epic. I don't like what they've done with the 2-in-1 ESC. But the fact the fact they got a center diff now is epic. I think that's great. But they've still left composite diffs front and rear. Why? Why do that? Yes, I had it out for a run today, Chris. It's an amazing little car, it really is. Honestly, Matt, driving experience wise, it's got so much potential, that car. I'm thinking about putting a full hobby wing system in mine, and I think if I do that, it's going to be epic, because that little motor, I've kind of got it at the maximum now of where it can be. But if I'm able to just push it that one step further, get a bigger motor and bigger ESC like the carbon version, I think that'll be spot on. Right, so that is the rear. Sweet, we've got the rear off. Well, let's brush that off, get some dirt out with it. And the drive shaft has stayed in place. Nice. Okay, let's put this lamp over the top of here. There you go. Tractor Sledge, favorite car, as I mentioned, favorite car of all time or favorite car I own now. If you let me know, I can answer that one, because I've got two different answers. Let's have a look. Ciao, ChriswithaC. How you doing? Happy day. Thanks for joining. And that's why they have the boost kit for 99. Yeah, I totally agree. But then, really, my answer to that is, if you're gonna buy the 3S car, and I did point this out in my Big Rock video, where it kind of left me confused with the 3S Armour was you spend, let's say you put the boost kit in for £99, so the cost of the car is what, $359. You put the boost kit in, you're then in 4S Armour territory. So you're better off, really, because you get more for your money with a 4S truck, spending the money on the 4S and getting the bigger shocks and metal diffs and center diff and all the extras that you'd expect, the bigger motor, the factory can run 4S. Just like I did with my Outcast. I ran my Outcast on 3S for a while and then went to 4. You may as well just go ahead and buy the 4S Armour, in my opinion. Tell me if you think differently, but that's just my thoughts there. It did leave me confused why they kind of went that route. Armour, Traxxas, or Corrali? Oh, Jesus. You're talking to the wrong guy here, because I own all of them. 8S for now, because I haven't run the Outcast. 8S for now, I would probably say Traxxas. 6S, I would probably say Armour. 4S, I would probably go Corrali. There you go. That's quite a different way of looking at it all. I think they're all good in their own separate ways. But me personally, from experience of using them all, I mean, I will say I did like the Kagama. Maybe just put a bit of bearing oil on that bearing because it was looking a bit dry. The 4S Corrali range for me is epic. What one you like the best? Great insight. Thank you very much. I'm still on its original diffs, so they can last a while. Though I totally agree. Some people don't have any issues at all. Me personally, I had issue after issue after issue with my 3S diffs, and in the end, I just went sod it, and then went 4S diffs. So you've only got to look at what I did with my 3S Armour, and you'll realise that I went through the whole process with that car to get it right. But after then owning a 4S Armour, it just didn't make sense, value for money wise. Joan, any nitro cars? No, but I do plan on having one. That's very true, brother. Yeah, I agree with you, Jace. I mean, look, it's not that I'm against the 3S Armour range, because for speed, they're crazy. They're totally awesome. Very PC answer, Chris. Yeah, thank you very much. Agree. So can I make a Typhoon 23S 4S safely? Do you need to spend, but Typhoon is rapid? You can make your 4S, but again, like I said, what I would do if I would just run your 3S Armour for now, right? And then maybe save your money and go ahead and maybe get yourself 4S. But then definitely look at the other brands as well. So, don't get caught in the armor trap of buying just armors. Have a look around. And this is why I try out so many vehicles myself to kind of get a feel for it all. Like I said, personally, for me, value for money wise, when it comes to the 4S vehicles at the moment, is Corrali or Red Cat. The Red Cat Valkyrie is a truly, truly epic 4S basher. In fact, if you like the Big Rock, the Valkyrie, you should definitely be looking at that. I don't know whether obviously you can get it, but you're in the UK, we've just been given a Red Cat dealer now. So Taylor RC, go and have a look, guys. I think at the moment they have only got the Vigilante in there. But if we show support for the brand, I'm pretty sure it'll only be a matter of time and you'll be able to get hold of the Valkyrie. Right, there you go. So that outdrive is on. And I got a little bit of Loctite in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cheat you. I can actually see down in that diff. Now, something I used to do with, funny enough, my 3S Armours on the slipper clutch is a little bit of blue Loctite in here. And push that about. And let that sink in. Fingers crossed that won't come off then. Let's have a look. Craig's Crash and Bash. Tracks is a better basher, parts are cheaper, armour handle better, need loads putting into them, made solid. Depends on what you want to do with them. Yeah, agree. Totally agree with you, Craig. Nice to see you still in the chat as well. Thanks, bud. Totally agree. Where's Craig? Let's see if Craig wants to jump on for 5 minutes. He may not want to, mind, but can I add him? I don't know if I can actually. Craig, see if you can ask to join the video if you want to jump on, bud. You can come and say hello if you want to. Up to you, though. If you're just chilling, I totally respect that. Tractor Sledge, subscribe to yours, my friend. Let's have a look. There are videos with the 2 to 3S run on 4S batteries. Yeah, not with the standard ESC though. What you will need to do is obviously change the ESC out. But yeah, you can run it. You can run it on 4S if you want to. Electric by 4S ESC from £70 from Jenny's, but you'll also need a receiver and 2 to 3S and all in one. Yeah, agreed. Craig, should we have Craig from Craig's Crash and Bash on? He's having a beer, but should we get him on the chat for 5? What do you reckon, guys? There you go. Right. So, done the out drives on my Maverick now, so that's good. But it does look like I need to send you a link. That's a good point. Let's have a look. There you go. Sorry, guys. Let's have a look. I don't know if he's just got that. Be interested if he joins in for 5, wouldn't he? So, let's put this back together. The video looked stock ESC, but the videos aren't always gospel. No, I totally agree. You can't run 4S on the stock ESC, though. That I know for sure. And if it is, how? Because it isn't rated for 4S. Oh. Right, so believe that holds that in. Does it though? Might not. Or is it this one? Let's put the car back together, shall we? Sat here fiddling about with a bunch of screws. Let's have a look. Now the 4S Lite with the 2.3S, but the recipe for disaster, I wouldn't recommend it. I've seen the video as well. Armour 23S will run stock on 4S. I've seen it done. All right. David, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. That surprised me because it's not in any of the information about the car. Hence why it says 2 to 3S. I'm fixing the Maverick Quantum Flux. The outdrives keep coming undone on it, so I've just upgraded to the HD ones. I will be interested to see a vid of that though, where it's running 4S with the stock ESC. Link me up, guys. I'd be happy to see that. Right, where were the screws that came out? These ones, weren't I did try to add you, Craig. No, not really. It isn't. Everything's fine there. It's not really a problem fixing it. It's quite easy to work on, actually, to be honest with you. Just got to take your time. The only thing I will say here is trying to get this chassis plate back on. Whoop, there you go. I think that's back on, actually. No, Maverick, Quantum, the truck. Cracking truck, actually. For the money, you can't beat it. You will say, though, right, that isn't sitting how I want it to sit. So, value for money wise, though, 150 quid? Come on. What a wicked little piece of kit, like, for the money. There you go. Click in place, my little bugger. Doesn't want to go in, mind. There you go. Now tighten it down. Can I ask what tyres you run on the Hyper Truggy? Yes, you can. I run the Fast Track Rock Tees on the Truggy. They perform very, very well for me as well. The only issue I have found is on a few occasions I've split a couple, but then that's because obviously I've been, should we call it bash racing with friends? But it's, yeah, good car. Right, those screws. I've forgotten which screws are which now. So they're definitely chassis screws. There. Right, let's put them in. Oh, no, I'll tell you why. Because I've got to put the rear skid back on. Oh, what a donkey. Right, so these smaller ones are for here. One there, so they're the same, they're the same. And I should have one more, yes. Right, comments. The join link isn't working. Okay, let's try again then. How did I do this last time? Join. Copy link maybe? There you go, I think I'm back. Trying to get Craig in for 5. It won't be long, I don't think. Hello.
There we go.
He's infiltrated the camp again.
I'm in again. Hold on, let me turn my phone volume down.
Mr. Crash and Basher, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
How are you, Craig?
How is that?
You okay?
Yes, mate, I'm good. I am good. Can you hear me?
I can, yes.
Right, I'll take that out of my ear, put that away, turn my iPad down.
Thank you for joining us.
But no problem at all. Thank you very much for having me.
You're most welcome. It's becoming a thing now.
I know, yeah. People will start talking, you know.
So yes, your thoughts on basher trucks? Oh no, that's not the right screw, Chris.
My thoughts on basher trucks?
Yeah, someone asked a question. What would you say that's a decent enough kind of analogy? Where when I said about personally, I think like 8S for Traxxas.
Yeah.
6S, I think personally, is down to preference, but I think the 6S is probably armor.
Yeah, yeah.
And myself personally, at the moment, I think the Team Corrali has kind of got the market cornered with the 4S.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That is fair. It all depends on what you want to do with the truck, I think.
Yes.
It all depends on what you want to do with it.
Yeah, I agree.
I think for the more fast-paced, quick-turning, sort of ground-bashing, jumps up to 5 or 6 feet, you're probably better off with the 6S armors and the 4S Corrales, of course. But I think if you want to start sending things really big, Traxxas and Corrali actually lead the way with that. I think plastic chassis for big air bashers are almost, a must do. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I can say that now with experience because I have taken a 6S armour to a skate park.
He says with a smile on his face.
It came back not broken. I mean, it's not a standard armour, is it? But it came back not broken.
Yeah. The only thing I'd say with the 6S armours is, and I think this is a good analogy, is you have to buy the truck twice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, minimum. You minimum have to buy it twice.
In the sense of, if you're serious about making that truck do stupid stuff, upgrades are definitely a thing for it, I would say.
Oh, 100%. An absolute 100%. Here we go. If I move a bit closer, move my iPad a bit closer.
Yeah.
Move like that. Is that any better?
Depends if people want to see your face.
Well, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I'll get a truck. I can't stand there without a truck, can I? What shall I get?
A truck.
Well, we're talking about the 6S armour, so it can come over.
It's allowed to be. It's allowed to come out for the night, is it?
That's it. Yeah, the armour has entered the chat.
I'm happy. I'm happy to see. I'm happy to see people have received their prizes, though.
Yes. Yeah, I saw a couple on Facebook pictures of, kids being happy, and I know Alad's kid has had his.
Yeah,
and they're happy.
And then Gaza in the chat as well.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Let's have a look at some of these comments. What have you got going on?
What we got?
Synchro brace. Where'd you get it from, Chris?
Honestly, it was a subscriber that dropped me a message, and I feel really bad because I've forgotten his name. Now, there's a story behind this. Quickly, is, as you know, that car disappeared.
Yeah.
And it went to Robbie in Temby for his granddaughter. Well, while I was waiting for in between the car going, a part came from Sundon RC Meets is the Facebook group. There's a guy on there. Let's see if I can find him. Anyway, long short, he sent it to me. He said, "I've made this part, and I'll try it out." So I thought, okay, yeah, brilliant, no problem. Well, by then the car had already gone. Well, when I received the car back, I was going through my toolbox when I was putting the shed together. I was like, oh, I know what this is for.
Yeah.
The guy's name is I will find it now. It's probably not the right time to go looking for people's names, but all the same, let's make sure I give him some props.
Yeah.
Because maybe he can help someone out if you drop him a message on Facebook. His name is. Right, there you go. Is that him? Right, yeah. Emilian, Emilian Dunstable. So hit him up on Facebook. There's a picture of an eye. Tell him Chris sent you. Maybe he can help you out. But yeah, it is a part. Now, on that note, though, you can actually now buy on AliExpress the 7075 version.
Okay.
But my only issues with that is I quite like the 3D printed one because he's still got a little bit of flex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And flex is always good when you're bashing.
Oh, yes. Right. I've now got a Maverick that actually works, apparently.
Excellent stuff.
Yeah. I think what happened, Craig, is the original outdrives. They're made out of like a mild steel.
Right.
So what had happened is, do you know where the grub screw was?
Yeah.
I think that's hardened steel, the grub screw, which it would make sense. So do you know, obviously with the torque twist,
Yes.
the mild steel is lost against the hardened steel.
Well, yeah. Yes, that happens.
But fingers crossed, that is all sorted now. But yeah, I've now got a Maverick again. Woo-hoo.
Nice.
But when everyone goes, what do you prefer, Outcast or X-Maxx? I'm like, oh my god.
X-Maxx.
Yeah.
100% X-Maxx. If you go in AS, go X-Maxx or XRT. The Armour 8S's, they're impressive, they're fast, they're too heavy.
There you go. Spoken with a man with experience. I like it.
That's my answer.
Right. Anyone want to buy an Outcast?
Not me, mate. Not me.
No.
They're absolutely awful. They're terrible, mate. What you need to do is just give it to me. Just donate it to my channel, and I'll show you how bad it is.
All right. How's that then, Craig? I know what's coming. I know what's coming. Are you chomping at the bit, my friend? You haven't been out for a while, have you?
I haven't. No, I haven't. I've borrowed my car to my mother this week, so.
Your one-to-one RC car's gone down.
Yeah, yeah. Right, who have I missed? Let's big up West Midlands. Yes, mate. I'm a Midlands boy myself. I've infiltrated Wales, but...
David, yes, that is my buddy. How do you find steering Ackerman on the Maverick? I have to run mine loose so the steering doesn't bind. I haven't had any issues, to be honest with you, Mark. We're already talking. Chris and Craig, shall I change a bit on the suspension arms like stock pro lines? Let's are we talking about the Typhon again? I wouldn't change anything. I'd just run it.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, is that they were on about the 2 to 3S ranges? They will run on 4S as standard. Yeah, out the box, put 4S in them. They will run. It's not branded to do it. I was watching a couple of videos actually yesterday.
That can't be good for that ESC.
Oh no, I'm not. I don't recommend it. I mean, Armour don't recommend it. It's I suppose we have to go out there and say we do not recommend doing that to your RC. And if you do put 4S in it when it does go up in flames, don't blame us.
Yes,
it will run on 4S. I don't know for how long.
Why would Armour do that?
I don't know, but I've seen videos of people full stock systems in them. They put 4S in it and it goes like stink.
Well, yeah, they're quicker on 3S. I mean, to just go and jam a 4S battery in and go, yep, it's done. I mean, that's a very unusual thing for Armour to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Which tells me they had a job lot of ESCs and went, yeah, we'll have them.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, the Spectrum system, I mean, I never really had a problem with the Spectrum system.
No. Well, I'm running 2 Spectrum systems, one in this 6S, and I'm running an 8S Spectrum system in the Asuga. Yeah, I think they're fine. And radio gear as well to match it.
Yeah, I've never really had an issue with the spec. So much so, is in the Outcast, there's the 8S Spectrum. I'm leaving that in. In my MT410, I'm actually running the 6S Spectrum in that. That's running fine.
Yep.
The only reason why I changed it on the Notorious was because I wanted that 1780 motor in there and the bullet connectors didn't match. The SST, I've had Spectrum in there. I generally don't like. I know probably some people will go, Spectrum, it's horrible.
I've not had an issue with it.
Guys, you've got to ask yourself, is there a reason why you can use a Hobby Wing program card on it?
Well, yeah, that's it. It's Hobby Wing, isn't it, underneath?
Yep. That's what gets to me. They go, oh yeah, I need to have a Hobby Wing in there. You've already bloody got it. You've already bloody got a Hobby Wing in there, you nutcase.
Yeah.
It's just it says Spectrum on it. Same problem that with the Team Corelli stuff. Everyone goes, oh yeah, that 2-rock system. It's a hobby. It's a Hobby Wing.
It's a Hobby Wing, yeah. Yes, Scrum. Everything is for science. We send things for science.
Yeah, science is good. I like science.
That is what we do. Aled, hiya, Aled. Where is the Asuga? It's over there, mate. It's over on the Welsh dresser behind me. It is there. I do need to get a drive shaft for it, get it put back together, and go and run it on 8S again. The Asuga loves 8S.
I got sent this by one of my subscribers the other day.
And will I 12S the X-Maxx? No, mate. Have you not seen what I've done to that X-Maxx on 8S? I'm not running it on 12S. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you don't need a 12S in an X-Maxx.
You don't. Honestly, you don't need 12S on an X-Maxx. Yeah, mine will do 60 miles an hour. It's got that huge TP motor in it.
Of course it will.
It's got Max 5 ESC and a massive TP speed running motor. I don't need 12S.
Will the Max 5 run 12S then?
Apparently, yeah, they do, yeah.
Yeah.
Grum, how's the Stella? It's nice, mate. It's only my second one. I've got a couple more upstairs, and I brought another one down just in case we go on a bit here. So I'm getting through them.
What he means is, it's his second case.
Yeah. Yeah, second box of them, yeah.
Do you like my little...
In your own words, you only live once. Yeah, I get that. Yes, I saw that, mate, your little subscribe button.
Cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that. Although, I'll say now what everyone at home's thinking. Why is it printed backwards?
Because of my stupid iPhone camera, that's why.
Yeah, I don't know what YouTube's done there, but when you use the front-facing camera, everything's backwards.
Which is daft, because that's the one everyone uses for live streaming.
Yeah. Oh, Rut Rider, evening, Craig. All right, Rut Rider. Fancy seeing you in a place like this.
Yeah, he infiltrates my streams. What it is, he comes on, starts talking, and it's like passive-aggressive, I'm coming on.
Yes. I'm bored at home, let me on.
Guys, if you're in the comments, you know what I'm going to say here. Chuck Craig a subscribe. He's on his way. He's on the hunt for 1,000. 1,000
so
subs.
close, mate. I can taste it.
Let's get him to 1,000 subs.
Yeah,
if you're not subscribed to his channel, do it, because he does the daft shit that I don't.
I will send it.
I will send it. I just need to add 3,000 upgrades before I do send something.
See, what's mad is my most upgraded truck is this, and this is the one that I've not sent yet.
Well, all those upgrades will come in handy when I introduce you to old Dusty.
Yes.
We'll soon see if it's tough.
Well, it survived the skate park, so...
Yeah, it'll be all right. The funny thing with Dusty, right, it's not the parts you would expect to break.
No.
It's the stupid parts. You think, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Look in the comments now. JDYB. All right, mate. Thank you for joining in. Yeah, this isn't my channel. I've jumped on Chris's. JD has ran his 223S on 4S and made a video of it.
Has he?
Yes, he has. I'm sure he'll tell you now.
JD, I will definitely watch your video.
Yeah, go and check him out, his ace.
Did your ESC survive?
It survived the video.
It didn't survive after.
I don't know. I don't know what happened when he turned his camera off.
Hey, how you doing? NFG, thanks for joining. Let's have a look. Let's turn the camera back around, see if you can see my beautiful face.
PCB is a hobby wing, but each company uses other components.
That was the
same.
same.
Oh yeah. So he's talking about the rebranded hobby wings.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. But yeah, still a hobby wing. It's still the same board, isn't it? Underneath it might be a different case, might even be a different fan and whatever else. But the main sort of brain of it is hobby wing.
Craig, I miss my new French friend. Is he alive?
Oh, he's on about Thierry. I always have Thierry join in on my live streams. Thierry is French, only speaks a little bit of English, but JD can speak French, so I end up with JD sort of translating in text to Thierry, and then they sort of translate for each other and get involved in the live stream, which is pretty cool.
Yes, he survived, and Motor went after 7 4S packs. Nice! I like it. So, you know what that means, don't you? Bigger motor, same ESC, and see what happens.
Yeah. NFJRC, what's up? How is everyone? We're good, mate. We are good.
We are good. Craig has infiltrated the camp once again.
I have. Grum, is he the yin to your yang? Yes.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me and Chris are like opposites, but kind of have the same outlook on it. It is all fun and experience, and you do what you enjoy. But yeah, Chris will deep dive into the cars and show you everything of how everything is put together and the best ways to set things up. And then I'll just go out and break it.
And I break shit by accident, like park benches. I don't necessarily go out to break things, but it does happen now and again.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I love the upgrade side of it, don't I? I love tearing things apart and looking how things work.
Yeah. Dario FPV, shout out to you, mate. There you go. You wanted a little say hello. Do we do FPV drones? No, unfortunately. How are you doing,
Dario?
We don't do FPV drones. They are cool, though. I do know a little bit about drones, but not a lot.
Matt, that's part of the fun. Which bit, buddy?
Breaking it, I guess.
NFG RC, are you still running that HPI street truck?
Is that about the Maverick that you just had out?
Yes, I am. Well, the funny thing is the outdrive had broken on one of them, so I've just upgraded it to the HD cups. So now I'll probably leave the Loctite cure for 24 hours, 48 hours, and I'll probably have that out on the weekend and see how it's held up. Saturday the weather's meant to be good.
Oh, is it?
So I was testing out the rally tyres on that truck.
Yeah.
Because Robbie was saying that they work well. I think personally, though, quite honestly, I preferred the slicks. Because I think that's the charm of that truck. It's daft, it's stupid, this slides.
Yeah, I think that's why if I was going to get one, I would want it to be slippy.
Yeah.
Same, if I had the infraction, I want that to be a drift truck, basically. It's not...
The only issue I got with the Maverick, right, and it isn't so much of an issue because that's the truck itself, but if you look at the size of the body and what the overhang is, then look at where the wheels are.
Yes. It's like a cartoon truck.
Yeah, so it kind of, that's what causes it to slide out so much, because you've got so much kind of hanging over the back end of it.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, for 150 quid, if that goes bang or breaks, Jesus.
That's a bargain of a truck. It really is a bargain.
Yeah, I'd tear the electrics out and put it into the rally car and run that on 4S.
Yeah. Yeah.
NFG RC, I recently found your channel, enjoy it. Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate it.
Nice.
Hey Ali, do you do FPG drones? No, can you shout me out? We've done that bit. I've got a 2050 kV motor and stock ESC. Nice. Nice. So the 2050 is obviously out the 6S car.
Yeah.
Are you still running a HPS street truck? That's part of the fun. The Subaru out with the box steering servo seems loose, a lot of play, but looks tighter than normal. Right, Paul, check something for me. Right, on the servo saver, I haven't got one here now because actually, have I got one? Have I still got it? Right, where you've got the servo saver on the Corrales, actually, I can show you because it's on the Punisher and the Synchro. 2 seconds, I'll get the camera turned around now. Right.
So let's have a look. If you've not got one on there, I'll bring my Asuga over so you can explain.
So, first things first, check the nut underneath, right, to tighten that up. The only issue is no real way to get at it, other than you're going to have to remove the front bulkhead and do it that way. So a bit of a pain in the ass to do. But where this arm is here, there, see the arm that comes off here? What happens, and it did happen to me with my Kagama 6S, is it splits in the center, right underneath this arm. Right? So they cause it, a little split happens. So if you do it too tight, what might have happened there is it splits. So the one side will look tight, but what you can't actually see is underneath here will be a little split, and where it's pushing, the plastic comes apart. So there is an upgrade for this on AliExpress. You can get it. GPM make one, an alloy version. I put it on my Asuga, and I think the grand total is about £16. So yeah, no real issue there. But that is a possibility because on my Kagama, I had that from Corrali to review. It broke after the first couple of runs because if you go back on the video, I managed to clout a wall in Garth Park. And it put so much pressure on it that the servo stayed in one place. The servo saver just pushed against and snapped. Yeah. Well, I ran it then down in a place called the Bomb Pit, and the steering wasn't right. And when I inspected it, it split right underneath here. And that's actually a documented thing. I've seen 1 or 2 videos on that. But the other option to that not happening is leave your servo saver slightly looser.
Yeah.
Anyway,
when it comes to tightening that up, could you not get in there with like a flat-headed screwdriver? That's what I've done in the past. So where it's got the like ridges for you to turn that sort of tightening nut, I've used a flat-headed screwdriver and just levered it to turn it bit by bit. You want one that's smaller than that though. That was just one that I had to hand.
Yeah, you can actually.
I mean, the proper way is take the front off, get to it properly. But where you stick your finger in there, if you can point at it, you can get a flat-headed screwdriver to it.
Yeah.
And just turn it bit by bit.
I mean,
but if you feel like you're slipping off it, then stop, because you'll just ruin the sort of grippy bit. But I done it on the Asuga, actually. I done it.
Yeah, the only issue I got is where the bulkhead and everything is on like the 4S.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of room.
Yeah. I think even on the Asuga I'd gone in. It's similar on this armour. I went in through the front of the arm there. Like that out. And then just leaving it bit by bit to turn that nut.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is turning, but then it'll only go so tight.
And as you say, if you do it too tight, it's going to snap.
Yes.
I'd rather it slip a little bit rather than snap.
Yeah. To be honest, when you're driving, unless it's like really high traction, 9 times out of 10, even with a little bit of slip, your steering's still going to turn anyway.
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
High traction, maybe.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, these trucks are kind of spinning the wheels up in all sorts of directions, so you're never really truly getting like real massive grip and enough to get like maybe like the wheels kind of lock up. And grass is a bugger.
Yeah.
Because grass is actually really grippy.
Yeah. Grass is harder on your RC car than a lot of people, give it credit for.
Yeah, yeah.
For everything, electric, servos, the lot, you'll heat things up, your batteries. Grass has massive amounts of drag.
Yes, it does, yeah. This is why when you do speed runs off-road, a lot of people will go and put it on grass, and you lose 10, sometimes 12 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah, easily.
And they go, oh, it's not the same speed. Then run it on tarmac, and you then get the true speed out of the vehicle. But yeah, I got some upgrades I'm going to do to that. It's got loads of potential, the Punisher. Just a few things I think once they're done, like this one, I don't know, it's strange because they're based on the same thing.
Yeah.
This I just ran and ran and ran and ran and ran. Well, you've been there. But the Punisher, these tires, I like them. I'm not sold on them though.
Right.
I think they could just do with a little bit more give. Whether running them through 7 or 8 packs in the tires then sort of wear a little bit, they then become better. I don't know.
Yeah, they soften up a bit.
But guys, I just realised what the time is. I'll stay on for a couple more minutes, but I am going to have to go because I got to be up for work at 6 in the morning.
Bram. No soul in modern RC car. It all looks the same and cheap. I'd have to disagree a little bit there.
Yeah.
Traxxas, yes, Traxxas look cheap. They're all plastic. To the untrained eye, a small Traxxas could be a toy grade. If you don't know what you're looking at, then yeah. But I think the done-out armours that I've seen with everything on them, I think they're a work of art. They look fabulous.
What? No.
Like an armour with everything on it, all the upgrades you can get. All perfectly cable managed and, polished. I think some of the armours look fantastic.
Example E.
Let's have a look. What have you got? Yeah.
My notorious build.
Yeah. Yeah, I think to look at an armour with all the upgrades on does look amazing.
I mean, it's very, very pretty.
It is very pretty. And the Notorious are amazing. But I still reckon if you went to a skate park with a standard 4S Max, you're going to bend something before a Max does.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that.
But to look at, the armour is far better. And it's faster. And it handles better. But, well, like this, I wouldn't want to send them at skate parks.
Yes.
They're too nice for that. On grass, yeah, massive grass ramp off like a mound of dirt or something, you'd get huge air with that Notorious and have amazing air control. And in that situation, you would outdo the Max. Definitely. The Notorious would win that, hands down. But I wouldn't take it to a skate park. Definitely not.
Time flies when you're having fun. Well, that's a cool chat. Good
It
evening.
sure does.
There we go. Vintage Cow shows as with Prime. Everything. They've all got in my opinion, they've all got their own place for everyone.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I drew all over some of the big trucks now. I mean, they're all like even down to like the MJX, our little rally car. When you consider the price to performance,
yeah,
and I think to myself, that is epic.
And it's so fast, that little thing. It's so fast.
But that's my point. Everything's got its place.
Yeah.
That armor is notorious. Sure is.
Yeah, it really is.
Just got myself a wide Max V2. All it wants to do is roll over. Any tips to stop that? Over to Craig.
Buy an armor.
Okay, fair enough.
Unfortunately, right.
That wasn't the answer I was thinking of, but yeah, cool.
The wide Max is a fantastic basher, but it is a monster truck. It's a high center of gravity monster truck. They're super quick, but they do handle like a brick. It has got like comedy handling. So yeah, if you're going fast and you hit the brakes, that thing is just going to throw itself into a cartwheel. You need to treat it as such. You need to slow down, then turn, then accelerate. And if you accelerate too quick, it'll end up on its back as well. But you can go and send it off a ramp 30, 40 feet in the air, and most of the time it's going to come back okay. If you don't believe me, go and check out my channel. But yeah, Maxes, they're not known for their handling, but my God, they are tough. So if you want to learn air control, that's the best truck for it in my eyes.
The Max has been replaced by the Wide Max.
Yes, that's correct. The Max has been replaced by the Wide Max.
I raced my RCs, not bash them. Fair enough, Bram. Yeah, totally get it.
Yeah, in that case, yeah, your race trucks are a different breed to, well, everything I've got in here. I haven't got race trucks.
Why not both? Yeah, good answer.
Yeah, why not both? Absolutely have both.
Well, it's like me, like I said earlier, I'm all about getting an old school Schumacher because I'm heading towards 50. That was a car I used to race and loved, and therefore I will have one. And everything has got its place. Like that Schumacher, when I do get one, if you think that's going to be a shelf queen, is it balls?
No, mate, it's got to be round. There you go. Gaza says price to performance, Habeo. Do you know what? I couldn't agree more.
Then again, though, my Habao, where mine is at, is Creighton territory.
Yeah, whereas mine is mostly stock. Apart from the electrics, this is mostly stock. And I'm not gentle on it. It has done huge jumps. Again, not been skate park bashed, but off the big ramp, grass. It's done backflips, double backflips. It's crashed and landed on its head and all sorts. It's not indestructible. I've mainly broken. What have I broken? A couple of arms. Bent a tower. And I've stripped some diff gears, but I've put the hardened steel ones in, and they've been all right since.
Maybe too, Bram. Only quickly, just to prove to you, I'm not opposed to them. Where are we at? Where's the picture? So that's my old Cougar from when I was a kid.
Yeah, man.
Very, very basic looking thing.
Yeah.
But epic. Completely epic.
Yeah.
And then that was my old Tamiya that I used to go racing with. You know, the old stick controller and the nightcap batteries, and I think in that one I had a 9-turn modified motor, and the thing I'd be racing it, it'd be pulling wheelies. Epic little car. I will get another one though. I'm going to put a 5.5 in there. I decided.
Yeah. Why not?
Right, let's have a look. Show the Traxxas sledge. I don't have it anymore, bud. I did say this.
Yeah.
Explain your opinion on that car.
What car?
The sledge. I think that's where he's going. That's going back some.
Oh yeah.
Out on the sledge. Sledge is wicked.
Yes.
It's a very good basher. Driving experience wise, I preferred it over the Creighton.
Yes.
There are a few little issues I would say that you need to address. Is definitely the gearing. The hardened gearing from Traxxas, I actually found that perfect. Shim the diffs. I know people who haven't bothered getting the hardened gearing and they're still fine. Larry's one of them. The ESC ran great, but the only issue I had was the low voltage cut off on it. It was terrible.
Yeah, that's with all Traxxases though.
Yeah. But overall, the quality of it, the plastics and everything was top notch.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with it, and it was only because when I first started the channel, I was buying and selling and moving things on just to kind of keep content rolling and keep me interested. I got rid of it. Will I get another sledge at some point? Definitely.
Yes.
I'm hoping the Traxxas at some point brings in an ultimate version out, and at that point I probably will get it.
Yeah, they are good, the sledge.
Right, I am going to have to call this a day because I'm heading towards 11 o'clock and I've got to be up for work in 7 hours. So
yeah, Grum, that is the SSTE, mate.
But I want to say a huge thank you to Craig, number one. Guys, if you're not subscribed to his channel, please, for the love of God, go and give him some love and subscribe. Mainly because he is on the hunt for 1,000 subs. So he always infiltrates my videos, and it's always nice to have him on.
Yay!
And yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you for coming on and taking the time out and spending your Thursday night with me as well. And it's been nice chatting with you all. Tonight's been good because it has been a real good chat as well.
Yeah, it's been nice, mate. I've been sat watching it. It's been good.
Yeah, we've covered loads tonight. I think it's been awesome. Massive thank you. I'm gonna love you and leave you. Till next time, guys. Stay awesome. I'll catch you later. Bye from Craig. Bye from me.
Bye all.